Hello everyone, welcome back to our chapel series for the summer, Camp Out. Natasha, what's the matter?
The neighbor's mad at me.
Why is the neighbor mad at you?
Well, you see, I was having snack with her,
Okay.
and, well, when she wasn't looking,
Yes, you what?
well, I took her snack and ate it because it was so good.
So you stole her snack?
Yeah, and now she's mad at me, and I don't get it.
Interesting. Well, that kind of leads us into our lesson for the day.
The 10 Commandments?
Yes, the 10 Commandments, the rules given by God to the Israelites through Moses, the 10 main ones that encompass everything that they needed to do.
Yeah. So how does that pertain to me?
Well, before we get to that, why don't we review the other ones we've learned so far? Can you say them for everybody?
I'll try.
Okay, go ahead.
I will put God first and worship Him only.
Good job. That's the first two. I will put God first and worship Him only.
I will respect God's name and keep His day of rest.
Very good. You're doing great so far. I will respect God's name and keep His day of rest.
Can you help me with the last one?
Sure. Repeat after me.
Okay.
I will respect my parents and love everyone.
I will respect my parents and love everyone.
Very good.
So can you get to today's?
Yes, we can get to today's. Actually, it's very, very, very short.
Really?
Yes, very short.
Okay.
So today, we're in Exodus chapter 20, verses 14 and 15.
That doesn't sound very short. The other ones were about that.
You're right. It doesn't sound short, but just follow along.
Okay.
You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
It's not even 2 lines.
It's not even 2 lines. You're right.
What's the first one mean?
Well, the first one doesn't really pertain to you or to those who we're talking to, but basically it's when you get married, you need to respect and be faithful to the person that you're married to.
You're right. That doesn't pertain to me or to them.
You're right. So we're going to move on to the other one.
You shall not steal.
Yes.
Oh. So God said don't steal.
Yes. And what did you do earlier?
I borrowed.
You borrowed. Really? You plan on giving that snack back that you ate?
No. I'll give her another one.
But in that moment, was that snack yours?
No.
It was not yours. So she's a little bit angry at you.
I know. I still don't get it.
Okay. Well, I want you to think about it this way. God told us to respect others.
Really?
Okay. Here, I'll bring you to another verse.
In the New Testament?
Yep, because it shows that Jesus is backing up what we're saying today.
Okay.
So we're in Matthew chapter 22, and we're going to read verses 36 through 40.
This is longer than our commandments.
You're right, it is. So this is where a Pharisee, a teacher of the law, came to Jesus and asked him a question.
What did he ask?
I'll read it. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?
So which is the greatest commandment? Like the 10 commandments?
Yeah, well, he was covering more than just the 10 commandments.
Really?
Yep, so follow along. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind.
So kind of like the first 4 commandments.
You're right. The first 4 commandments and the 10 commandments are about loving and respecting God.
So that's the greatest commandment is to love God? I don't get it.
How does that pertain to what I did? Keep listening. We're going to get there. You'll get it by the end of this lesson. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments.
Love your neighbor as yourself?
Yes. So I want you to think about what you did earlier to your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have liked it if she did that to you?
I guess not.
No, not at all. So that's what we're learning about today. We're covering more commandments. You want to say the point with me?
Well, the 2 verses are basically the point.
Well, I guess. But because the first one doesn't really pertain to our audience or to you, we have a point to help us remember what it's really talking about.
Okay.
You want to repeat after me?
Sure.
Okay. I will respect others with my actions.
I will respect others with my actions.
How does that pertain to the commandments? Well, you see, the first one talks about how a man and a woman who are married will respect each other.
Oh.
And the second one is about not stealing. That's showing respect to each other.
Oh.
So basically, the second portion of the 10 Commandments is about showing love and respecting other people. Just like Jesus said, that's the second greatest commandment, is to treat others like we'd want to treat ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you're still a bit confused. I'm not sure why. I think you're a bit distracted.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay, Natasha, we're camping.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Say we had a friend who promised to bring the tent and the bedding.
That's a small sleeping bag.
Well, it's for you.
Okay.
But that person didn't bring the tent or the bedding.
We were gonna get cold.
You're right. We would be upset with them.
Yeah.
And say we had another friend who promised to bring the stuff to start the fire.
Just dangerous.
Well, you're not going to handle it. I'm going to.
Okay.
But they didn't bring it.
That's okay. I have my sleeping bag.
Well, you see, somebody else also had to bring stuff to make dinner. Say they didn't bring it.
That'd be really annoying.
Or say they did bring it and the person didn't bring the stuff to make the fire. You want to eat cold beans or cold fish?
No.
Yeah, that would be a problem. It's the same type of problem as your neighbor is having with you right now.
How so?
Well, because that causes a distrust. Somebody promised to do something and they didn't do it. You don't trust them anymore. It's showing that they aren't respecting you. They aren't treating you the way you want to be treated. So you don't want somebody to treat you by forgetting to do or bring the things to you. You don't want somebody to treat you by stealing your puppy snacks.
No.
So do you get why your neighbor's upset with you now?
Yeah. I treated her like I wouldn't want to be treated.
Yep. So what are you going to go do about it?
Well, I can't give her the snack back.
I know you can't give her the snack back. That is something to do. If you did steal and you realize that's wrong, you could go give it back. But ultimately, what is something else that you need to do?
Apologize.
Yes, apologize.
Maybe I can bring her another snack.
You could bring her another snack. And hopefully, she'll forgive you and you can be friends again and have trust again. So what did you learn today?
Not get caught.
Natasha.
To respect other people and to not steal.
That's right. We need to respect and love everyone and to not steal. That is a way to respect people, to follow through with our words, to not steal. But ultimately, we need to treat other people the way we want to be treated. You ready to go do that?
Yeah, because I don't want her to be mad at me anymore. I like her as my friend.
That's good. Well, we're gonna sign off so you can go do that.
Okay.
Bye, friends.